When I was in second grade, my teacher, Mrs. Bowen, wrote on the chalkboard for all of our lessons. We had a very disruptive but sometimes funny kid in our class named Joe. Everyone except Mrs. Bowen called him Joe. She called him Joseph when he was acting up. So she would be writing on the board and she would have to stop and say,
"Joseph, I see you. Stop that."
This was my first indication that other adults besides my mom had eyes in the back of their heads. Mrs. Bowen continually had to discipline Joseph as she was writing on the board. When she had finished with the lesson and was erasing what she had written, she had to discipline him again as she erased.
"Joseph, didn't you hear me? I said sit down."
She did not do the best job of erasing since she knew she would make Joseph clean the chalkboard after school. It seemed she always stopped halfway through, and when she erased, she would leave pieces of her lesson behind. A word here, some numbers there, a patch of chalk dust, and maybe even a whole sentence.
"All right, Joseph, I've had enough."
I know this firsthand because my mom has Alzheimer's disease, and I've come to see my mom's memories like the writing on this chalkboard, as though the writing contains all of my mom's memories throughout her life, and I see the eraser like the plaques and tangles of the disease. You see, I used to think that Alzheimer's disease just wiped the slate clean, but I was wrong. Alzheimer's disease does not wipe the brain clean of everything. It leaves behind pieces and fragments of memories, a thought here, and a few vivid emotional memories there, and then a traumatic event. Some places there are just a few words, a few numbers. There may be an almost complete memory, but it's missing some vital information. As the disease progresses, the more memories and brain functions are erased. Then the eraser goes back to the present moment, and as it goes back, it erases short-term memories. For example, Mrs. Caputo.
You ready to go to the music room for the program this morning? Okay, come on over. Come on, everybody, let's go over to the music room for the program. Are you all done, Mr. Hattersley? Are you sure? Okay. Let's go ahead and take this off here. Mrs. Caputo, you should come with us. You'll love the program this morning.
Okay, thanks.
Come on, let's go. Miss Caputo, you forgot your purse. It's on the table where you left it. Why don't you meet us over in the music room, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Oh, hey, Miss Caputo. You sure are late for breakfast. You must be hungry. Sit tight. I'll see what we have left.
Okay, thanks.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
That's okay, Miss Caputo. You take your time. You don't have to rush.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
That Alzheimer's eraser hangs out and erases those short-term memories as they come in. Just like Mrs. Caputo, she went back to get her purse, saw the empty spot, and sat down to eat again because she had completely forgotten she ate already. No wonder it is so frustrating for people with memory loss to remember. They have fragments and pieces of memories left, and when they try to put them together or sift through the information, it is overwhelming.
I want to go home. It's time. They're waiting. I want to go home.
And think about how far has the eraser gone in the person's memories? What are they remembering? What do they like to talk about? Where are they on their chalkboard? Do they think their grown children are young again and need to get picked up at the bus stop? Or do they think they're back in World War II? Do they cry out for their mother? Are they scared when the light is out at night? Think about where they are in their chalkboard of memories. We need to remember to meet them where they are. Use their reality to make connections and conversation. Your residents may not be able to enter into your world, but perhaps you can enter theirs.